The big challenge for Rishi Sunak is of course the economy, and that is the reason he is there as Prime Minister. It was the belief of his Conservative Party members in Parliament that he is the best person to deal with that, or to fix it, to use a favourite Rishi Sunak expression. That challenge is gigantic. The economy sliding into a recession, inflation rising above 10%, estimated by some to cross 18% by the end of next year, mortgage payments up as a result of interest rate rises, wage freezes, strikes to unblock that, and then spending cuts. That will mean job cuts, and to cap all this, a demand that he produces something to show growth in the UK economy. Is not clear yet exactly what he will do. So far we've had very little detail from Rishi Sunak on his plan ahead, some broad strokes of reassurance with some warning that people will need to tighten up, but not very much more than that. A financial plan to spell all this out has now been postponed to November the 17th. The second time this has been postponed, itself a measure of just how difficult this is going to be. Inflation particularly is hitting home very hard. It's now an everyday crunch. Bread on the table costs more, and now the Russian decision to block more grain exports from Ukraine is going to make food prices even higher and lead to even more food scarcities. It was easy for Rishi Sunak to be popular when he was giving away free money through the furlough scheme. This is now going to be very much more difficult to manage now that hardships and prices are hitting home, and hitting home hard. Rishi Sunak has built a reputation for himself as some sort of financial wizard who will pull something magical out of a hat and get everything right. But he hasn't got everything right, not even through the lockdown period when he brought in the popular and successful furlough scheme to help people in line with similar schemes in other countries. He introduced the Eat Out to Help Out scheme, where the government subsidized the hospitality sector to the extent of more than £1 billion. People were given heavy discounts to go and eat out to support restaurants and food places. That may have helped that sector for a while, it certainly did, but it is believed to have contributed to a second spike in infections, wiping out financial gains, other than of course bringing the health issues with it. Beyond that, his record in CV terms has been a 3-year spell as an analyst at Goldman Sachs early on in his career, followed by 2 spells with hedge funds, and then a spell as director in a company owned by his father-in-law Narayan Murthy. A patchy record, but really what will count now is not that record one way or the other, but how he manages and what he delivers.